6 totally bizarre holes in the earth. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. 6. Dean's Blue Hole. The deepest blue hole, which are holes located underwater, that's been discovered so far is Dean's Blue Hole in the Bahamas. Reaching a staggering depth of 202 meters, 663 feet, Dean's Blue Hole is more than twice as deep as most other blue holes, making it a favorite of professional deep-sea divers. In 2010, William Trubridge set a record for diving 101 meters, 331 feet, into the hole with no outside oxygen or other gear. A Brooklyn diver died trying to beat that record in 2013 after being underwater for more than 3.5 minutes surfacing and immediately losing consciousness. Competition isn't an unfamiliar thing at this blue hole. It's the site of an event called Vertical Blue, where more than 30 divers meet annually to compete in different free diving events. 5. Mount Baldy's randomly appearing holes. In 2013, a 6-year-old boy exploring the sand dunes of Mount Baldy in Indiana Dunes National Park was swallowed by a sinkhole that suddenly appeared beneath him. The boy recovered after a 3-hour ordeal in which he was buried under a little more than 3 meters, 11 feet of sand, and other sinkholes have been randomly appearing ever since. Geologists are baffled by the phenomenon at Mount Baldy. As the landscape is made of sand, which doesn't create air pockets, none of the conditions necessary for sinkholes to form should be present. In fact, when the sinkholes do occur, they only last about a day before they're filled in with surrounding sand. 4. The Devil's Sinkhole. The Devil's Sinkhole is a massive underground chamber located in Edwards County, Texas. An opening 15 meters, 50 feet wide leads to a cavern 106 meters, 350 feet deep, that now plays a unique ecological role as home to one of the largest known colonies of Mexican free-tailed bats. While they're not actually allowed into the cavern, visitors can see more than 3 million bats fly from the entrance to the sinkhole every night throughout the summer months. The history of the sinkhole is shrouded in mystery. The cave was raided by treasure seekers and artifact hunters before it was a protected site, and arrowheads and dart tips found there dated to 2500 BC. Later, the sinkhole was used as shelter for cowboys traveling to the west on horseback and undoubtedly for people of other shadier occupations. 3. The Sawmill Sink. The Sawmill Sink is another blue hole in the Bahamas, but it has much more scientific significance than simply attracting extreme sports athletes. The blue hole was the site of an archaeological dig that has changed what scientists think the landscape was like 1,000 years ago. The Sawmill Sink is unique in that it was once dry, but as water levels rose, it slowly filled with water, which preserved the bones that were hiding there. Fossils found include the remains of a giant tortoise, which scientists didn't even think lived in the area, as well as birds, seeds, flowers, and even the remains of plants that have had their green coloring and chlorophyll preserved. 2. The Black Hole of Andros. The Black Hole of Andros, located on the island of South Andros in the Bahamas, doesn't share the same clear, deep blue color of other holes in the area. It's not exactly black, but a very dark purple. And that's because about 18 meters, 60 feet down the hole, there's a thick, toxic layer of bacteria floating between a heavily oxygenated upper level and an oxygen-free lower level. The island itself is inhospitable, consisting of little more than mud, making it all but impossible to reach the black hole without specific equipment like helicopters. It was first explored by scientist and diver Steffi Schwabe, who was the first to cross through the milky, inky layer of bacteria that a fellow diver described as swimming through paint. Underneath, she found a thin layer of clear water and then another purple layer that she described as looking like jelly. 1. The Son Doong Cave. While technically mostly a cave system, Vietnam's Son Doong is accessible by several large holes in the surface of the earth. It was first explored in 2009, after one of the holes was discovered by a local farmer. It was so thoroughly buried in the jungle that it was thought to be pure luck that he found it at all. When members of the British Cave Research Association entered the hole, they found something absolutely breathtaking. The cave has been declared the largest in the world, and it wasn't easy to explore. It was created between 2 and 5 million years ago, carved from the limestone by an underground river. In some places, the erosion reached so close to the surface that parts of the cave roof collapsed to form more holes. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them.